What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So as an owner of this car, this is a 2016 Hyundai Genesis, and what I wanted to do with this video was to give you guys who are probably looking to buy this car, an owner's point of view on it. And what I'm mostly going to be going over in this video is how well the car has held up. Hyundai Genesis is pretty much making a good name for itself right now. It's pretty much trending in the car industry when you talk about Genesis now. One of the things people worry about is reliability, how well the car is actually holding up, because as we know, Hyundai Genesis versus other luxury brands or other luxury brands in this segment, we know the Hyundai Genesis is much cheaper compared to the other brands. So versus Lexus, BMW, all these brands, this is much cheaper. So with it being cheaper, it kind of brings up the concern, like, hey, is this even good? Is it reliable? I'll tell you guys right now that the car has about 61,000 miles. I believe just a little bit over. I got it used and it was about 47,000 miles. So I drove a lot with this car. It's just about to be a year on this car. I believe maybe in about a month it'll be a year. So you can see from 47,000 miles to 61,000, and it's not even a year yet. You can tell that I drove this car a lot. So let's go ahead and talk about how this car is held up. First gonna start with the exterior, and then we're gonna go into the interior. All right, guys, so exterior wise, let's start talking about the paint first, and then I'm gonna go into the headlights next, because there was actually a problem with the headlight. So let's go ahead and talk about the paint first. So the paint on this car, I believe it is called Casablanca white. I might be totally wrong on that. I will put the correct name on the screen if I find out I'm wrong. But this white is very nice. I've gotten a lot of compliments on it. I believe it's metallic, because you can see, let me see if I can see it here from a certain angle. You can see in the sun, like, there's a bunch of shiny sparkles on it. I believe that's when the paint is metallic. I'm not a car expert or anything, guys, but the paint has held up really well. I haven't seen any rust on the exterior. I mean, most cars are built really good today, in terms of avoiding rust. All right, so the next thing I'm going to talk about on this car, guys, is the headlights. This car has a very unique issue. I've seen another owner with it, and they had to replace the headlights, but let me show you what's wrong with it. So right now the car's headlights and fog lamps are on right now. It's in the on position. Now if we go closer here, you can see this LED strip around the headlight. It's on and working right now, right? But it's weird, because when this car has the headlight switch in the auto position, the headlights LED strip goes off, and I just don't understand why. Let me show you guys real quick. So yeah, so right now it's on auto. So what happens on auto, only the LED strip is on, right? It gets a little bit brighter when it's on auto for the daytime running lamps, and you can see the difference between that side over there and over there. It's completely off now on this side. So I don't know why this happens. I know the LED strip somewhat works, but for the auto daytime running lamps, unfortunately that just doesn't turn on. So that is one problem I've had with the car. So I took it to one place to diagnose. He told me right away from the time I described the problem and showed him. He immediately said, the whole this entire headlamp module or whatever, this whole thing has to come out and replace. I spoke with another Hyundai Genesis owner. I believe he had a 2015. He had the exact same problem, and he said, on the warranty, the dealer actually just replaced the whole thing. So I'm a little past the warranty. I believe that went out at about the 60,000 miles. Another part of the car I wanted to talk about that as far as how it held up was the roof. Now, this car obviously has the panoramic roof, and one thing I noticed here is the what do you call this? I'm not too sure what they call this, but this part of it, okay, I don't know if this is like a rubber material or what. It's very easy to scratch, but it's kind of like the color is fading now. I guess that probably happened a lot from just being in the sun. So that's another thing I wanted to point out to you guys that I noticed on this car. All right, guys, so that's it as far as the exterior. So let's move on to the interior of this car and see how it's held up in there. All right, guys, so looking at this interior, guys, I can tell you that the interior feels very, very luxurious. A lot of the materials do feel like it's high quality. Even the areas that are, you know, like kind of like a hard plastic feel, it's not as hard as other cars. Another car I owned before this was a 2011 Camaro, and the hard plastic part was like solid hard. This is like it's hard, but it's like you can feel like it's somewhat soft, like a rubber. But you know, you can't expect too much for the price of this car. A lot of the materials are leather wrapped, like this armrest here. It's mostly like a hard feel too, but it does feel like it's solid quality. Okay, no, I haven't noticed a lot of materials peeling in this car, but I will tell you guys that the gear shifter, this is one area that I noticed had a lot of peeling on it. I've seen it in a lot of cars, or a lot of other Hyundai Genesis, but this part here definitely you know, we'll get some peeling. The leather seats, I wanted to talk about that because this, let me come out here and show you guys. The leather seats are, if I had to give them a rating of quality, I would give them probably like 7 out of 10. The reason being is that I noticed while I was cleaning the leather, I don't know if it's maybe because I used a cloth that was too rough. It was a microfiber towel, and I used some leather cleaner. While I was cleaning the leather seats, let me go zoom in here. You see these here? This happened from when I was like trying to scrub a few stains off. And like I said, I don't know if it's because maybe the technique or the product or what, maybe it's my fault, I don't know, but I found it pretty disappointing that it ended up kind of like rubbing off the leather, almost like it's a paint on it. It's very small, guys, you can barely see it, you have to know it's there sort of, but I just wanted to point that out. Now, another thing that happened in this leather seat, and this was totally my fault, is that this part here, I punched a hole through it. It's a long story of how it happened, but while I was you know, I was sort of sitting in the driver's seat, and my elbow, I was leaning over to grab something on the passenger seat, and what happened is my elbow, you know, kind of, I can't really show you on camera, but my elbow was kind of leaning on here, and I put a lot of weight on it, and I don't think this is supposed to happen with leather either way, but you know, I just heard like a loud pop. Now the way it ripped, it's kind of weird to me. It's kind of like it ripped a probably repair that was here before, I don't know, but you know, I just found that pretty odd that happened. From afar, it's not too bad, but once you know it's there, it's there. I got some quotes to repair it from people. One person told me it would be 400 and something for everything. Another person told me like between 100 and 200. So at some point, I'll probably repair this. Now, let's go ahead and go in the back seat. I'm about 6'4", and you know, my seat is all the way back. I can barely fit back here, but the back seat held up pretty well, guys. The previous owner of this car, I don't know what was going on, but I noticed there were a lot of scratches around in the materials. For example, like this here. Okay, I don't know if whatever the person used, it was like seriously sharp, or if it's just a matter of the quality of the materials, but I did want to point that out to you guys because, you know, just trying to show you how everything is held up. A lot of this you can probably just blame it on poor use of it, but you know, other than that, guys, the car leather quality, I think it's pretty decent in my opinion. So let's talk about the engine and the transmission on this car. I'll tell you guys that I drive this car really hard. I'm always driving this car in sport mode. I don't like redline the car or anything like that, but you know, I definitely don't drive it like a regular sane driver on the road. And I'll tell you guys that I haven't had any problems with the engine or the transmission or any of these drivetrain components. You know, the transmission shifts very smoothly. It only has an aggressive jerk in the shift when it's, you know, in sport mode and you're really getting on it. I believe that's just the design of it. But when you're not in that mode or you're not on it, it's like you can barely even feel this thing shifting. The engine, it just sounds so good to me. It's like, I don't know how to describe it, but the engine has like a very healthy growl. Like, I know it's no V8 or anything, but from the interior, and if you're an owner of this car, you will probably know what I'm talking about. All right, guys, so thank you all for watching this video. If I missed anything, or if you have any questions, or if you feel, you know, I could have improved on anything in this video, please let me know. I'm pretty new to YouTube, so not the greatest out there, but just trying my best to get my point of view out on this car. So again, thank you for watching, and y'all take care.